Hello, everybody. It is Snail. Used to be Snail, the sacred variety. Now it is just Snail because I liked how simple Snail sounded. Because I kind of got the idea from Dream because Dream said, "Oh, you should have a simple name," and I thought, you know what? I like that idea. I like the idea of having a simple name, so I simplified it to Snail. Easier to remember, easier to say. I am pretty much back on YouTube after a hiatus, after about a 9-month hiatus, I think, maybe 10 months. This is an old channel my friend helped me start like 4 or 5 years ago, and now I am back, and I'm just decided to post on this one. And I had an old channel. And I deleted because it got all. I had a couple. The editing quality. Just the overall quality wasn't quite there. Weird editing decisions. It was just kind of I had maybe some too negative ideas in there. Most of the ideas I still hold true to this day. I'm just trying to go about it differently, and so pretty much what I'm doing is I'm just starting YouTube again. I was trying to be a vagabond of sorts, and essentially that was stifling my other artistic endeavors. My artistic endeavors, like working on music, working on YouTube. And I thought, you know what? It's nice to be back doing music. I've been doing music again, actually recording for 10 months now. Under the name Sacred Snail still, which is you can find on streaming services if you feel like it. But the thing is, I am back, and I'm like, hey, cool. I didn't have the resources at the time when I was trying to be a vagabond and doing all this vagabond stuff. So now I have the resources to make YouTube again. I'm thinking, oh, why am I not making YouTube? I'm turning 30 soon, and I thought, why not take YouTube a bit more serious? Why not take it serious now? I'm 30. I should start taking stuff more serious. Why not? It's all about the craft. I need to pay more attention to the craft. I'm pretty much doing the same. I'm still gonna do the same stuff that I did, essentially in my 20s, but double down and try to do it better. Do YouTube better. Do everything better. More effort. I am health maxing. I've been doing 100 push-ups a day for about 2 years. And so, I have seen pretty substantial health returns. I just recently started eating well. It's crazy because I've been doing push-ups for 2 years, but I was eating at the Minute Mart. I had a Minute Mart habit. I was going to the Minute Mart. I was getting 3 bags of Cheetos and eating those. The worst Minute Mart run I did was that I did recently that I remember was I went to the Minute Mart. I spent $30 and on Cheetos, pies, and I ate all that. I think and pretty much in one sitting. And while I was doing push-ups, I was still doing my push-ups, but I was eating this mass amount of junk food, just binge. Maybe I don't know if you call it binge eating or just kind of it was kind of one of my last bad habits. I essentially, I have been. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't drank alcohol in a long time. I don't smoke. I don't smoke anything. I don't, do any. I'm, a straight edge. But essentially, that was one thing I was still doing was eating Cheetos. And I thought, well, what's wrong with Cheetos? I thought, is it really that bad to eat Cheetos? Well, according to some studies, junk food is worse than it can be. Junk food on a regular basis can be worse than smoking cigarettes. So I thought, wow, I'm really destroying my body. And, the amount of Pop-Tarts I've ate is crazy. I think, yeah, it's I probably could have, I might as well have been smoking a Camel cigarette or smoking a Newport Pleasure because the amount of junk food I've ate. And everyone's kind of been telling me that. And it eventually kind of clicked. I thought, you know what? It's crazy because Recently, maybe I've gotten a superpower, not a superpower, but some kind of power that now that I'm getting older. Routine is easier to hold. So I was since I used to be able to hold a routine for like 5 days and then it'd fall apart. Now I've done the push-up routine for 2 years, and and then I'm like thinking, you know what, I'm gonna routine max. I know the word people say, oh, you can't say max or whatever. They don't want people say people say max. Makes you think of like look maxing, like that kind of incel stuff. But I'm not an incel, and I'm not a looks maxer. I'm just maximizing health. My face isn't. I'm not Brad Pitt or anything. I'm not trying to look like Brad Pitt or look as good as Brad Pitt. I'm not really trying to look good at all. Actually, I have a scruffy. I have a scruffy looking beard right now. Someone just told me I look like a goat. So I'm not a looks maxer, but I am a health max. I am health maxing. I just really only been 2 or 3 weeks since I've changed my diet, and I've still slacked, a few times. I ate some pizza. I ate a grilled cheese, and I literally got a 6-pack just from doing. I was doing 100, and then I changed into 200 push-ups. Literally a couple pull-ups. Literally like just 3 because that's all I could do. 3 pull-ups a day. Like a couple sessions of sit-ups each week, and what's another workout? Maybe a little bit of cardio. A little bit of cardio, not much at all. And I essentially got a 6-pack just from the diet. The problem is I looked up Brad Pitt's diet, and it was pretty much the regular recommended diet that most dietitians would recommend. But oatmeal was on it, so I thought, oh, I like oatmeal, so I bought oatmeal. Essentially, oatmeal has ruined my diet or ruined my 6-pack. So my 6-pack is just leaving all already just from eating oatmeal. And I'm like, why is Brad Pitt eating oatmeal? I don't get it. Maybe he must just be doing more cardio or is burning all those calories. But the oatmeal is really fattening me up. So I'm like, why am I eating this oatmeal? And I don't even enjoy oatmeal that much. I don't enjoy it that much. I like it, but I don't enjoy it that much, especially since can't add sugar to it. Like, I like the sugar oatmeal. I don't want to eat the frickin' I'm eating plain oatmeal, and it's still making me fat. So I'm like, man, I don't know why Brad Pitt he must be working out harder than me. I am doing more push-ups than him, but I'm sure he's got all kinds of workouts. So, he essentially, the oatmeal is just not working for me, man. But what I was trying to say is, I am health maxing, and I am routine maxing. That's the two things that's my whole plan going into my 30s. And, because it's kind of a thing, people go, oh, I'm going into my 30s. What am I going to do? And it's like, some people don't care. Some people care. Like, what I've kind of figured is, what's my strat? What is my strat? Am I going to worry about finances? Am I going to worry about ABC? I'm just going to worry about health maxing and routine maxing. And I'm adding YouTube to my routine because I do want to be a YouTuber again because I don't know why. I just wanted to do it. I just want to do it. No reason that I can think of. No, I don't really care about subscribers and stuff. There's so many YouTubers out right now. It's like I'm not even concerned about being the next big. I'm not trying to be Dream here. Of course, it would be cool to be Dream, but I don't want to. After watching like the Dream interview, and I've been watching YouTube interviews for years. I've been watching YouTube for. Avidly 12 years. I don't know how long I've been watching YouTube. Since I've been watching YouTube since it came out, really. But avidly for 12 years. I'm not trying to chase the numbers and chase the high of getting the views and the and that kind of stuff because essentially I don't want to have to worry about appeasing the algorithm, the audience, and I'm just really trying to do it. Just come back here and talk on a microphone about different things, because I what I look into stuff so much. I spend a lot of time reading about stuff, watching other people's videos about stuff, just going online and reading long articles, watching hour-long interviews about movies, music. I've been making music for 12 years. It's like I have a lot to talk about, and it's like, why not talk about it? Why not talk about it on YouTube? It'd be sick. And essentially, this video is just to let you know, hey, I'm back. If you don't, you probably don't know who I am because I'm not a huge YouTuber. I was never a big YouTuber. So my last channel wasn't that big. It was actually pretty small. So this time around, the there is essentially no goal here. It's just I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it like Shia LaBeouf said. Shia LaBeouf said, "Just do it." I'm just doing it. Shia LaBeouf, man, he's been up to some crazy stuff lately. Shia LaBeouf, man. I'm gonna be playing Hytale eventually. I might play some Minecraft on here. What else? I might be playing whatever. Like, I might be playing some NES stuff. I might be playing SNES stuff. I might be playing 64 stuff. I might be playing something new. But I'm gonna be having all kinds of different gameplay on this channel. So, I came on here with a few things to say. I think I said them all. Yeah, I'm back. I guess you could say I'm back. Thank you. Peace.